Park in that 31 car looking for McLaughlin's spot. McLaughlin running in 3rd position right now. This is the same car that Park ran so well with at Richmond last weekend. Finished 11th with it. Car owner Ted Barr said he threw the race away with bad pit strategy.
Well, he's making up for it right now in good driving because the car has some damage to the right front corner. You can see as he turns into turn 1 there, doing a great job of keeping the car in contention all day long, and now he may be a race contender to win here.
You know, Park still holds the race record here for modifieds. 115 miles an hour. That's a race record. That's not a qualifying record on this flat mile.
New Hampshire International Speedway opened in 1990. We're seeing one of the more intriguing Busch Series races here today. There haven't been as many lead changes as others have had. But now with only 49 laps to go, there are some awfully good storylines developing. Ricky Craven's car is being pushed to the garage area. So he joins the attrition list.
You know, between those two guys, you've got 11 wins here in the Hampshire Speedway. McLaughlin in the 48 has won 6 times. Only one guy, Mike Stefanik, has won more than that. Park with 5 wins, 4 in the modifieds, 1 in the Busch North cars.
McLaughlin's one of the, he is the guy who has won 2 races here on a single day back in the first year of this track in September of 90. He won the Busch North Series race and the Featherlight Modified Tour Series race.
Every time I see the 48 there, I think of one person, Reggie Ruggiero. Every time I remember when he used to run the modified, it was painted very much similar to that. He would have made a great driver had somebody moved him down south.
Oh, the
tremendous competitor.
Reg is still running well. Won last week in the modifieds, in fact.
Hey, look at Michael Rich now all of a sudden moving up. He is in 5th place right now. That'll be a career best if he does not even improve or change. He had a 9th place run back in 94 when the series used to run at the Orange County Speedway in Rougemont, North Carolina. And that Larry Mack was his only top 10 finish to this point.
Well, I tell you, Eli, I talked to Skip Fowler as crew chief, and Skip, of course, has been with some Winston Cup teams, and a pretty up-and-down day. Michael was one of the ones that spun on that first lap, and he had to take 4 tires in. They, again, when the cautions come out on lap 98, 10 laps after a lot of other competitors took 4 tires, they got 4 more tires. Now, one thing we got to remember is NASCAR only allowed the team 2 sets of tires today under caution. So he actually has 4 fresher tires than most anybody in the field. We know he's good to go on fuel with 102 laps to go since he pitted, so he could be in as good a shape as anybody. And again, those guys that pitted a while ago, Jeff Green, those guys, they're marred back in 8th, 9th, 10th, right in there. Again, hard to get back to the front when you get back in the field.
Best finish of the year for Michael Rich in 6 events, 13th at Talladega. The leader is Buckshot Jones by 7/10 of a second over Casey Atwood.
I'm in the same boat.
Welcome back, everybody. The Busch 200 nearing its conclusion here at the New Hampshire International Speedway. Glad you're with us on TNN Sports. By the way, tomorrow, the NASCAR Busch North Series race. You'll be seeing that on TNN Sports tomorrow afternoon. It's actually going to be run here later today. We'll have taped coverage for you tomorrow.
New 3rd place guy, Steve Park, got by just going down the back straightaway, got by McLaughlin to take over 3rd place. Now, does he have time to catch the leaders?
39 laps to get the job done. And how about Jeff Green, Glenn? He's right now sitting in 7th.
Yeah, he made a pretty good move by Tim Fido a while ago, guys, to take 7th, and then on the very same lap past Tony Raines to go to, that put him in 8th, when he passed Raines, that put him up to 7th. Jeff's lap times right now are quicker than anybody's on the racetrack. At least they were on the last lap. He was about a 10th of a second quicker than Buckshot Jones, the leader. So it's just going to take some time. He's like Tim Fido. He's mired back a long way. He was mired back in traffic. He's cleared a lot of traffic. But man, he's got a lot of track to make up now. I just don't think there's enough time. If Buckshot can hold on, if his fuel lasts, he's going to be hard to beat.
Jeff Green is 10 1/10 seconds behind Buckshot Jones right now.
If we don't get a caution flag, that business of taking tires by the leaders will have so many laps, virtually the whole front half of the race until he took tires on that last stop.
And we're looking now for that blue car. That's the spread from Jones, 10 seconds back to Jeff Green.
You know, sometimes you're the bear and sometimes you're not. He won last week by making a good pit stop, and Mark Martin had to hold on and try to come back up through the field, and Jeff Green won the race in Richmond. So sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. But right lately, it don't seem that making a late stop of tires even works at all.
Yeah, the only thing that could change this around so dramatically would be all it would take is a caution flag. Close this field right up again. The other thing that could happen is Buckshot's guys keep telling him every lap, roll in, roll out. They are worried about whether he has enough fuel to make it. He leads this race, but did not take a pit stop. May not have enough gas.
So all of these stories will unfold in the next 35 laps of racing as the leader goes around Glenn Allen Jr. You know what else he's got to deal with is Casey Atwood.
I was just thinking to say, we act like this kid's not close. He's only about 5 car lengths back right now. And what we're hearing, we kind of eavesdrop on these guys every once in a while. He said he's just running a very leisurely race, so he hadn't really turned it up yet either.
And Casey, after finishing 24th, 17th, and 22nd, had a good 8th place run last week in Richmond. He was excited, said, I think we've gotten ourselves back in gear. So, a lot to be decided here in the last 34 laps. Hey, folks, tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Time for Race Day. All the latest news. Mike Hogwood is in for Rick Benjamin this week. He'll be hosting it for you tomorrow. He'll tell you what happened to Mike McLaughlin. We'll tell you also here in the next moment or so that Mike, who is running so very well, all of a sudden slowed on the racetrack. He had dropped some 14 seconds behind the leader and now brings it down to the attention of the crew. We'll go to pit road, and Glenn, what are they telling you?
Some kind of engine trouble, Eli. John Monson, the crew chief, just stepped across the wall. The engine is shut off. It's too bad. They just said he had a good top 5 run going. They've got the hood up right now. They're going to look under it, but they suspect valve trouble.
Tough break right there for Mike McLaughlin, who has 6 wins here. But as we mentioned earlier in the telecast, he and his wife heading up to their hometown, Waterloo, New York, tomorrow. Their son, Max, to be baptized on Mother's Day. Now at lap 171 of 200, there's the differential from first to second as we go to Larry McReynolds.
Well, Eli, if you believe in computers, I'm in Casey Atwood's pit, and we're here at his laptop in his pit box, and it's doing a lot of the work for these guys. This is a pit strategy program developed by Pi, and it's telling them you can finish on fuel and car at 4.98 miles per gallon average, and we'll have a half a gallon to 1 gallon left scavenged remaining. And this program, it's counting the laps down. It shows him what miles per gallon he's getting, 4.98, and it's showing how much fuel is in the car. So with about 38 laps to go, he has 6 gallons to go, so they feel safe they can make it.
I wonder if Buckshot Jones' calculations are showing him quite that much of a pad. That's very interesting. Amazing what can be calculated now and take my bad math out of the equation.
Eli, I'm telling you, I go on test programs every once in a while, and the things they can learn from computers and all, and the way the engineers work with computers anymore, it's down to a science anymore.
You've been out running with the Penske bunch again the last few days, huh?
I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Buddy was not out running with the Penske bunch the last few days.
I will tell you, there's a young driver they're very interested in, and he has a great future in the sport, and they asked me to go and just kind of go along with the group, and he is going to be great.
So now you've got 2 school teachers in the booth with Eli.